I've found that when life's little issues overwhelm me, it helps to walk outside when it's really dark and look up at the night sky. It puts things in perspective. People spend entirely too much time looking down, figuratively and literally. We should all spend more time looking up. If the sky is dark enough and you let your eyes adjust, more and more stars appear, including the band of brightness that is the plane of the Milky Way galaxy. One of its spiral arms is home to our solar system. On clear nights, the Milky Way is so prominent that the thousands of stars clustered at its center glow as one, like bright grains of sand strewn along some cosmic beach. All the stars we see, toward the center of the galaxy and out in every direction, are part of the Milky Way. Some are relatively close, just a few light years away, and some are more distant, thousands of light years. But every one is in our home galaxy, which contains somewhere between 100 and 400 billion stars. But many of the bright spots in the night sky are not individual stars. They are other galaxies, like the bright blob to the right center in this photo. It's Andromeda, a galaxy much like our own, with spiral arms around a dense center, 2.5 million light years away. It hosts several hundred billion stars of its own. And then there's M82, or NGC 3923, or the Whirlpool Galaxy. A small telescope reveals hundreds of galaxies spread across the arc of the universe, each with hundreds of millions of stars. Some surveys, performed before the Hubble Space Telescope was launched, estimated that there were perhaps 2 billion galaxies in the known universe. But in the 1990s, scientist Bob Williams wondered if there was more. "Let's pick an empty corner of the sky," he said, "point the Hubble telescope at it, and see what's out there." Most of his colleagues thought he was nuts. You want to use one of the premier scientific instruments in the world to look at nothing? But he persisted. He was in charge of parts of the Hubble program at the time, and they went ahead and did it. They picked an area of the sky the size of the head of a pin held at arm's length, just above the Big Dipper. This point was high enough in the sky that Hubble could observe it continuously as it orbited the Earth. It appeared empty, utter blackness. For 100 hours over 10 days, whatever feeble light was out there fell on the digital sensors behind Hubble's lenses. Slowly, the pixels filled in. What they revealed astounded the scientists. This seemingly empty patch of sky was full, not of stars, although a couple can be seen in the foreground, but of whole galaxies, over 3,000 in this tiny black spot, 1/24 millionth of the whole sky. It's difficult to overstate what this one picture meant to the world of astronomy. It's been compared to Galileo's telescopic glimpse of moons orbiting Jupiter, which ended the idea that the Earth was the center of the universe, or Edwin Hubble's discovery that some of the smudges in the night sky were not just stars in the Milky Way, but separate galaxies unimaginably distant. It led to other sky surveys, using improved cameras installed in service visits to the Hubble, plus observations from Earth-based telescopes. It all culminated in this view, The Hubble Extreme Deep Field, taken in 2014, a tiny patch of sky with thousands of galaxies, some so old that the light from them started its journey towards Earth before there were any humans to see it, before there was an Earth to receive it, before our solar system existed, when the sun and planets were nothing more than a cloud of dust and gas in an obscure corner of the universe. Recent estimates say there may be 2 trillion galaxies in the observable universe. And here we are, on this little speck of dust, orbiting a nondescript star in a run-of-the-mill galaxy, one of 2 trillion. But maybe Bogey said it best.
It doesn't take much to see that the problems of 3 little people don't amount to a hill of beans in this crazy world.